date is January 10th, 2024. And I find it amazing that so many people who have spoken to me about their New Year's resolutions have forgotten all about them. We should start each day with our resolution, because every day that we awaken, it's the first day of the rest of our full year. So we shouldn't just wait for a new year and cut off like that. It shouldn't be that way. Bottom line is that every day we should push to get better. Today's topic is insecure men and the top 10 attributes they envy in others. We could say insecure women. We can say, we're going to focus on the men right now. And a lot of these things that I list out can also go for women. But the funny thing is, growing up, many times men would say, and this is not to throw off on the women, just listen to my point now. You're acting like a woman. You're acting catty like a woman. You're acting bitche like a woman. All these women, it's like a house full of women. It must be miserable. But the bottom line is, look at the men now. In 2024, even from years ago, they are worse than what they said the women were. Most of our sisters now have straightened up, have leveled up. And it's the men now who exhibit these traits. So I want to talk about these men. And I want to talk about the things that these miserable men, these insecure men, are envious of in others. Number one, financial success. Insecure men often envy those who have achieved financial success. Financial stability is a common measure of success in society. Insecure men may feel inadequate if they perceive themselves as falling short in this aspect, leading to envy towards those who enjoy economic prosperity. But it's funny. You waste time if you're an insecure man who is envious of somebody who has realized a measure of financial success. But that energy, you don't realize, could be used to cultivate a platform, cultivate a vehicle to build your financial success. Stop looking at the next man. Stop looking at the next man's pockets. There are a lot of resentful brothers out here, and I don't even want to call them brothers because we don't have anything in common on that level. We might look the same way, we might have the same lineage, but the spirit is different. It's crazy how many people are envious of those who have realized financial success when in fact they can get it themselves. Everybody can get it, but you're mad at somebody because they have it. Well, if you're sitting down watching them, you're going to continue to be poverty bound if you're not already there. Number two, physical appearance. Envy toward those with attractive physical features is a common trait among insecure men. Society often places emphasis on physical appearance, and individuals struggling with insecurity may feel envious of those who are conventionally attractive. This can impact self-esteem and contribute to feelings of inadequacy. Yes, we know society rewards those who may take care of themselves or look better. But then what's the scale of looking better? The physical appearance, maybe a healthier, fit body, how we take care of ourselves, how we groom ourselves. Well, that takes effort, and that's a responsibility. Many people don't want to make that effort. Many men want to let themselves go with the big gut hanging out, the saddlebags on the back of their backside, bloated faces, unkempt. They can't groom themselves. Their hair all over the place. They're looking slimy and oily. It's just a mess. But then you want to be envious of somebody who took the time to make the effort to take care of themselves. I don't understand it. Why are you like this? I don't know. These two alone would make any insecure man envious. But it's up to you if you want to stay that way. If you're lazy and don't want to make the effort, then reap the benefits and have a miserable life your whole life. Number three, relationships and social status. Insecure men may envy those with thriving social lives and successful relationships. Social acceptance and strong interpersonal connections are essential for emotional well-being. Insecure men might feel envious of individuals who effortlessly navigate social situations and maintain fulfilling relationships, highlighting their own perceived shortcomings. Stop comparing. Are you that dude that walks into the bathroom in the urinal and you peek over what the next man has in his hand and feel bad because you ask God, why didn't you give me that much? It goes that deep. A lot of men that act like men on the outside, deep down, they don't like your relationships and your social status and how well liked you are. But if you earned it through treating people right, not gossiping about people, not running your mouth about people, and we had a sincere feeling to forge meaningful relationships, not just superficial, but where they can feel your presence in their lives, they'll open up to you and your social status will increase. But many of these people will sit to the side and look at him. He's popular. Look at him. Everybody knows him. Look at, everybody likes him. Well, it doesn't come by chance. If a person's sincere, even when you're sincere in your relationships, you're going to run into devious people. You're going to run into insecure people who are not really sincere in networking with you, in vibing with you, in sharing with you. But you keep on being your genuine self, and no matter how much they gossip about you to smear your character, the true light will always shine through about your life. So don't worry about these people. Number 4, intellectual accomplishments. Envy can manifest toward those who excel academically or professionally. Insecure men may feel a sense of inferiority if they believe they fall short in intellectual pursuits. Envy may arise when comparing their achievements to others who have excelled in academia or their careers. It doesn't matter if you have a college education or not. If you're well read and you're well spoken and you can express yourself properly, I have experienced this. I was in a conversation with a group one time, and this joker, who is obviously an idiot and insecure, kept putting his finger up to quiet me down. And I never understood why. And I realized it's because the way he speaks and his lack of ability to express himself, he was very insecure about that. So of course he had to shut me down. And I'm not a college guy. I'm kind of known on social media. And I think that was something that bothered him. But that's his insecurity. If he never picked up a book, that's his insecurity. If he's lazy and doesn't want to evolve into something where a conversation with him would be much desired. These things come out in little ways sometimes, little cracks in the armor, but you can tell. Insecurity and insecure people, I run from them. I don't even get eye contact with them when I know how they are. I don't want to download any of that energy into my energy sphere, my energy circle. This is how I can remain high powered, because I don't allow these energies to come from insecure men around me who want to buddy up, but just want to see if they measure up with me. And I'm not into that. I'm not the best. I'm not the worst, but every day seek to improve yourself. If you focus on these things, you'll have no time to be insecure and envious. Number 5, confidence and assertiveness. Insecure men may envy those who exude confidence and assertiveness. Confidence is often admired, and insecure individuals may feel envious of those who project self-assurance. This envy may stem from a desire to possess the same level of confidence in various aspects of life. Let me tell you something. You can fake confidence, but for so long, but it's going to fall through. A lot of people fake confidence. They smile and they act confident, but deep down, many, I'm not saying all, I'm not saying everybody has the lack of confidence, right? But to me, when you have confidence that's based on something, and you're convinced within yourself that you're capable and that you're worthy. There are a lot of men out here who don't feel that way. It doesn't mean you have to have 10 master's degrees or 10 mansions or be a billionaire, but you know that you know that you know. You might have indulged in some activity when you were a young adolescent, And from there, you understood that when you work hard towards something, you can become good in it. And when you're good in something, there's nothing wrong with being confident. There's so many people out here who they're upset with those who have a true confidence within. I'm not going to walk around like I'm defeated. I'm not going to walk around like I'm hopeless just because you want me to, just because you are feeling that way. I earn the confidence that I have. And I'm not going to relinquish it or get rid of it for anybody. I'm sorry. I can't do it, because it's that confidence that will allow you to go from one area of expertise to another confidently. You see? And wherever it is that you need to learn, or whatever you need to learn to get to that next level, you have the confidence to say, you know what? I don't know that new language now. I never lived in that new country. I never did this or that. But I know from past experiences, when I work hard and I focus, I'm going to attain that level of achievement. And that's a very beautiful thing. Physical fitness and health. That's number 6. Envy can arise towards individuals who maintain excellent physical health and fitness. The societal emphasis on a healthy lifestyle may trigger envy in insecure men who feel they fall short in terms of physical fitness. This envy can be linked to the desire for a healthier and more robust self-image. They want the image, but they don't want to put the work in. That's the bottom line. So instead of put the work in and focus and learn and humble yourself to improve your body, to improve your health, you want to continue on with the unhealthy practices of unhealthy eating, drinking alcohol, laying around, watching the next man. But you want those results. But you're relegating yourself to an unhealthy, shortened lifestyle. And you're going to get mad at the next man for this. Why would you do that? See, what I see across the board when people envy, they're not taking action to improve their lives. So they're like a vehicle that's in neutral, and they're hitting the gas, but they're not in drive. So therefore they go nowhere in life. And that's sad. Number 7. Oh man, I've understood this one for a long time. Talent and skills. Insecure men may envy those with exceptional talents or skills. Individuals with insecurities may feel envious of those who excel in specific areas, whether it be art, yeah, I'm an artist, music, sports, or other skills. This envy often arises from a desire to showcase similar talents and receive recognition. Showcase similar talents and receive recognition. They want to receive recognition. They want to be seen. They want to be at the top of the heap. They want the notoriety. But they may have skills. We all have skills. We all have talents. But they're not taking the time to cultivate them. If you do today what you're supposed to do today toward the goal, say I want to draw a picture and I want it ready in 10 days. If I sit here and not do anything for the next 9 days, when the 10th day comes, I'm not going to have anything to show you. So you have to put in time. But envy sucks up time, because again, it's like driving sideways and looking sideways. I'm not driving sideways, but driving forward and looking sideways. You're going to wrap yourself around a pole. You're going to hit a pedestrian. You're going to hit another vehicle. And it's going to be one big mess because you didn't pay attention on the road ahead of you and what you have to do. Ain't that something? Number 8, personal achievements and milestones. Envy can be directed toward those who have accomplished significant personal milestones. Insecure men may compare their own life achievements with others, feeling a sense of inadequacy if they perceive themselves as falling behind. Envy in this context is driven by a desire to attain similar personal milestones. Ain't that something? And these are grown men. We know kids will have envy and be a little insecure, but these are grown men. They see your personal achievements, they see your milestones, and they have to have it. How dare he have this attention? How dare they praise him? How dare they hold him up to be great in the area that he chose to excel in? I must be the one. That's that Cain and Abel spirit. You got your brother over there doing good and you don't like it. So, you rather damn near kill him. Kill what he's doing. Discourage him. Smear him. It ain't stopping anything, Because that basic thing, even if you attain something similar, it's not as satisfying because you know the real one exists and you want to snuff him out. That's dangerous because really, when you're insecure and you're envious, put it this way. Insecurity plus envy equals a murderer. Insecurity plus envy equals a murderer. And it doesn't necessarily to mean that they're going to take you out of this life by murdering you, taking your life, but they want to murder what it is of that personal achievement and milestone. They don't want to see it. They'll do anything to stop it. That's what it's all about. But you who may be the victim of this, you continue to do what it is that you do, but you have to cut these insecure men out of your life. And this can go in relationships also. You could be a woman married or dating or in a committed relationship to an insecure man. And his insecurity may make him look at you in an envious way. And here you are, laying in bed next to this man, and he's trying to stop your dreams. He's trying to kill your dreams. You're trying to manifest something good, and he's trying to bring you down into something bad to destroy you. That's bad. Insecure people, get your act together, because I'm telling everybody else, if you find them to be that way and envious at the same time, you know, there's nothing wrong with being insecure. We all have insecurities, but when we see insecurities within ourselves, we should rush to correct them or strengthen those areas of our life so they can eventually become strong points. If you see somebody who's insecure about the same thing year after year after year on something they can change, then it's time to take the trash out. I took my trash out in 2023, and this is why I'm zooming now on the 10th day of the new year of 2024. You see what I mean? Number 9, emotional intelligence and resilience. Insecure men may envy those who display high emotional intelligence and resilience. Individuals struggling with insecurity may find themselves envious of those who navigate challenges with emotional intelligence and resilience. This envy may be fueled by a desire to handle life's ups and downs more efficiently. Well, if you are envious of somebody who has emotional intelligence and resilience, then you need to work on the things that you need to work on so you can handle and navigate through this life like a hot knife cutting through butter. Every time you get hit with something, you should learn from that experience. If you got fired from a job, learn from that experience. Now, how can you learn? Well, have more streams of income so the next job doesn't have that hold over you. If you've been rejected by women and you want a woman of your own, well, why is this? Do you talk too much? Do you put your hands on it too much? Do you look pompous, or do you come off pompous and braggadocious, making up the insecurity which pushes them away from you? Figure it out. If you had 10 opportunities to be with a woman and they all failed and they ran from you, it's you. You know, like a person who goes, they've been on 10 jobs and been fired after a couple days on each job, and they blame, oh, they don't like me. They have a problem with me. No, there's something wrong with you. Once or twice, yeah. And it happens. But all your life, come on, that's not going to work. Material possessions, number 10. Envy can be directed toward those who possess luxurious material belongings. Insecurity may lead individuals to covet the material possessions of others as a symbol of success and status. Envy in this context is often driven by a desire for external validation and a means to boost one's self-esteem. Wow. The advice: by exploring and understanding these points, we can gain insights into the complex dynamics of envy among insecure men and work toward fostering a healthier and more positive self-perception. But how many of us are going to do that? How many? How many? How many of us are going to do that? It's terrible how we just never meditate, look within ourselves, and try our best to improve ourselves every day. You know, we have people, I've noticed, right? We have the mental, the spiritual, the physical, and I'll throw in emotional, right? Which to me is between spiritual and mental, somewhere in there. And it's never really where you have these categories and it's separate. Like I was telling somebody the other day on one of the shows, it's never where when a person is diagnosed with a mental issue, is it really just a mental issue? Maybe it's 90% a mental issue and 10% a spiritual issue. Maybe it's 25% a mental issue, 25% a spiritual issue, 25% an emotional issue, and 25% a physical issue. What I'm saying is that I don't ever think that whenever a person is diagnosed or we feel that it's this issue or that is in one category. I believe it's a combination of a sprinkling of many other categories. So when we address a certain issue, let's keep our eyes open, because it may not be the obvious thing or the dominant thing. There may be other things in there that if you do take care of what you think you see in a person, or they take care of it, the other more minimal issues that are there to grow, right? So when you take it out and you deal with yourself, you're going to have to be extremely honest, extremely fair with yourself, and make sure that you're cleaning it all out. Insecurity is a hell of a thing. But I tell you, over time, if you work on yourself and you see these insecure people, they never really want to admit where they fall short, which is making them more insecure and more venomous to the people around them, more venomous to a crowd that they're around. And after a while, the crowd, and when I'm saying the crowd, I don't mean it's just out in the street. It could be at your workplace. It could be in your community. It could be your neighbors. After a while, like, oh God, I can't take this guy. I can't take him. He's too insecure. We see that that's what it is, but they don't want to act that way. They want to overcompensate by putting you down. They want to overcompensate by having something slick to say to you to try to kill your spirit. But they can't do that. And they sit back and watch to see if you really are broken down. And when they see that you're not, oh God, you're the enemy now. It becomes their full-time job to figure you out and become a monitoring spirit over your life, to focus on you, to bring you down where they are already down, even if they don't act that way. It's a science to this thing, and there's so many people out here in the world like that. And I'm telling you, it's really a bad thing. We have enough things to concern ourselves in this world that we have to be responsible for. And the challenge of making ourselves better and better with each passing day, you're going to find that the higher you fly, the less people you're going to have around you. When you go high up in the atmosphere, trust me, you might see a bird or two on the way up, but you go so high in the atmosphere, in the sky, even the birds can't take it because they can't breathe up there. And see, when you're ascending, when you're improving yourself, just like a mother that carries a child for 9 months, in that incubation period, when it's just the mother and the child, the nutrients passing from mother to the child, the spiritual energy passing from the mother to the child, the emotional, right? All those things. When you ascend, you can't have anything interfere with that. You must protect that period, just like you're in the womb again. But it's not just for the physical arrival onto this earth, but it's the spiritual, the emotional, the mental. And then you have aggressively things coming at you, like we have the atmosphere outside of the mother's womb, that if that womb wasn't there and that strong connection to the mother, what would happen to the child if it came out at 2 months? It's not ready. If it came out after a month, premature, even 6 months, it's not ready. So for you to be ready to ascend, you have to keep the insecure people around you. If they're insecure and facing it now, and they say to you, listen, I'm insecure about my stomach. I see you used to have a six-pack back in the day, and it may not all the way be there now, but you're a lot better than me. Could you help me? Because I know that you have the know-how to get my fat stomach down so I can be a little more attractive. That's the healthy way to deal with insecurities. But to sit there and harbor bad feelings because of what your shortcomings are towards somebody who is excelling in that area, who can very well help you if you come at them with the right spirit, That would be nice if you do. But if you don't, and you want to come with the toxicity, well, guess what? Stay away from me. And that's what I suggest. But you have to evaluate them. Maybe you can help them if they want. If you have a lot of money and they don't, and they come to you humble and say, listen, I'd like to be able to make a lot of money like you. And you say, okay, what is it that you do? My financial success came this way or that way. Maybe I can help you that way. Physical appearance. Maybe I can help you get in shape. Relationship and social status. Maybe I can talk to you and see where your weak areas are. Maybe you're turning people off around you. Intellectual accomplishments. Is there an area in your life where you don't know certain things that you need to study up on to make your life better? Because education and knowledge makes the world look different, right? Confidence and assertiveness. Why are you not confident? Physical fitness. We can take care of that. Talents and skills. What hidden talents that you have and skills do you have? But you need to stop watching everybody else. Cultivate your own, because we all have the seeds of greatness inside of us. Personal achievements, emotional intelligence, material possessions. Sometimes they want the material possessions, but they don't want to work for it or earn it or put themselves in a position to receive. There's a lot of things going on out here, folks. And all I'm saying is that when you're a woman and you're getting involved with a man, make sure he is not insecure like that, because he's going to make your life a living hell. He's going to throw off on you. He's going to gaslight you. He's going to, what? It's torture. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this right down. And this is how we're going to do it for a little while, because we're cultivating other things. Same effort, same result. So I had to change where I put my energies. We're always going to be here. LANCESCURV.com is where you want to hit, just in case they knock us off of social media. LANCESCURV.com will be there. We don't need social media in that case. We're independent, and we don't depend on the so-called mainstream who wants to censor us anyway. This is the age of censorship, y'all. And they don't want you to have or say certain things. So the articles that I'm writing, the videos I'll be putting up, and the audios and the podcasts, it'll all be here on LANCESCURV.com. And it's good. Next month, we celebrate 23 years online creating content, whether it's the art, the writing, the videos, the street videos. 23 years, y'all. 2 more years, it's a quarter of a century. That's a milestone that will forever keep a person confident once they get to that point. That can't be duplicated overnight. Principles never die, but fads will come and go. And I'm glad to say that the LANCESCURV platform is based on the principles of hard work and longevity, focus, and commitment. This is not just a YouTube talking head here. Anyway, much love to you all. Hope you like the content today. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comment on LANCESCURV.com on the site. I'm going to leave the link right here in the chat room. And I'm on to the next one. Thank you so much. And I'm open for your suggestions. Hit me directly at lance@lancescurv.com. lance@lancescurv.com. Shoot me an email. Give me some feedback. Let me know the topics you want us to speak about, whether you like them, hate them, whatever, because we're going to do what we're going to do. Anyway, I wish you a good day. Take care. Much love.